on your first day of shooting, you always have that thing, that insecurity of an actor is there. Am I going to play this character correctly?
Sanjay, welcome to Neeta Bhasin show, and congratulations for the last hour.
Thank you. The last hour. It's the first time, in America you see these, supernatural crime thrillers a lot. But you will not believe it, in India, on this kind of a scale and magnitude, it's the first show which has come, which is actually a crime thriller. And I have to explain to most people that it's a supernatural doesn't mean कि कोई भूत आने वाला है, कोई चुड़ैल आएगी उल्टे पैर से, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. This person, he has got this gift, or if you call it the superpower, that he can see what happens in a person's life 1 hour before he dies. So he's got that power. So that's the supernatural thing. But a lot of times people mistake it over here. Supernatural means a ghost will come or something scary thing will come. Supernatural doesn't mean only that. So yeah, so it's the first of a kind. And by Amit, the director, he stuck by his, and he has made a very realistic show, very true. Like I'm playing a cop. I'm playing Arup Singh in that. And talking about my character, he's not a super cop. He's as human as you and me. He's got his own problems in life. He's got a family life. He's gone to a new place, so the insecurities are there. And he is a cop, but he's a cop by profession. But that doesn't mean that he takes out a gun and he kills 200 people and everything is like that for him. He is there. He's at a new place, so you can see he's also finding his bearings over there. So he's that real. That's the, it's so, he treated the character so vulnerable, like how a human would be. So it's very good to now work in these kind of shows, these kind of movies, which are so realistic to life, which was not when I started off, very rarely got a chance to do that.
So, who has that supernatural power?
My co-star, Karma Chakappa, he's acting in it. It's his first show. He's a local guy from Sikkim. He's not even an actor. He's basically a director himself. He's a writer director. He was with Amit in FTI. They were studying together. He was much junior to him. And Amit had seen him. So Amit, that's a great thing about, he has come, because it's shot in, in the mountains in Sikkim, in the Northeast. So besides me, and my character also is a character who comes from Mumbai, who's gone to this Northeast area, to Sikkim and Darjeeling and Kalimpong. So 98% of the cast, be it Karma or the other small roles also, they are all local people from there. And basically, they are all new faces there. So this person who's got the superpower, who's got a great role, Karma, he's playing Dave. And he's such a fine actor. He's absolutely raw. So he's very believable. He is not something who's come with a baggage that you've seen him, in 40 other films or 50 films where he has danced behind trees. He's done this action. So he's raw, new. So you actually think a person like this exists in the mountains, who's got this power. And we shot it in Sikkim. So the location and the visual has added this mystic quality to the show. Those mountains, snow-clad mountains, those pine trees, wherever you see is mountains or greenery. It's added a lot of mystic, that mist, which is, we shot it in Jan to April in that high altitude, I was freezing to death. And, high altitude, you couldn't breathe properly. We had to acclimatize. We went 3 days earlier. The last location we were in Zuluk, which was 14,000 feet above sea level. Yeah. So tough terrain, tough locations, but like they say, no pain, no gain. So we wanted that kind of a thing and we got it.
So you worked with these new raw actors who have never faced the camera in their lives. And you had 25 years experience with you. When you were working with them, how did you feel? What was your experience when you faced the camera with them? Were you like, I have an experience, they don't have it. How am I going to work with them?
Honestly, today's actors are so well prepared when they experience, definitely my experience is there and everything. But today's actors are so, when they come in front of the camera, they're so well prepared. The whole acting thing has changed. Today we do a lot of workshops before we actually face the camera. what people do in Hollywood, what they've been doing since years. This kind of a trend has started about since 7-8 years, back, where, what has changed is we do a lot of readings with all the actors and the director. So by the time you face the camera, you have already spent good quality time of readings and, like I'm correcting them and the director is correcting them. And we have started also, talking about general things in life and everything. So the comfort level comes immediately here. So when we are actually on set, when we started actually shooting for this show last hour, when we went to Sikkim 3 days earlier. So we were acclimatizing also, we were doing our readings also, we were going to the real locations and just getting the feel of it. So the day we really started shooting, I think so most of the actors, they have become very, very comfortable, especially the people who are doing the main roles, like the girl who's playing my daughter and Karma, who's my co-star, who's got a fantastic role. And the director was so good. So nowhere did I feel that I'm working with somebody absolutely new. If there was any, we all, however experienced you are, you always have some questions where if the director is good, he clears it out and everything. And yes, obviously I was much more experienced and everything. So wherever I could help, I would help them, because 26 years back when I started my career, my second film was with Madhuri, who was just not experienced. She was a super duper star. Then my Kartavya was with Juhi Chawla, who was again a superstar. So they were so welcoming, they were so understanding, so gracious that I learned, you from these people you learn, because that time I was new and they were just not my seniors. They were so experienced, they were such big stars. But they made me very comfortable, and that's what I try to do and make. They never felt that they're working with a co-actor. They never felt they're working with a person who's been in this industry, who's been a star in his own right. So and plus when we were shooting, we were in Sikkim for 3 months together. So when you live together for so long and everything, your experience, your stardom is there for a day or two. Then after that, you are you're from morning to night, you're together and everything. It all goes out of the window. And then, he was there. I was playing my Arup role. We were all, it didn't matter who was what. So yeah, times have changed, I understand what you're saying. When I started off, when I faced the camera first time with Madhuri, I didn't have a chance of, spending 7-8 days with her before I faced the camera. So obviously, but trust me, I had butterflies that time. Every time you start anything new, you have butterflies.
Oh, you do?
After 2 years, on your first day of shooting, you always have that thing, that insecurity of an actor is there. Am I going to play this character correctly? Have I got जैसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं सुर, have I got the sur of this script and the thing correct? So it takes a day, even for however experienced you are. It takes you time to get into it. And so yeah, so it's part of a job. You need to, but the readings has helped, experienced actors like me also. It's helped a lot.
So Sanjay, I mean, of course, you're a very optimistic person, no doubt about it. But it's a half glass full. You have seen your downs. It's a roller coaster ride. You reach to a point when you about to break down. I have worked so hard. Why? Why it's me? Why me? Did you ever reach to that point?
No, never.
Point in your life?
Never. I never felt like that. My father always, he's no more, but passed away about 8 years back. And he always used to say, you never see the 4 or 5 persons who are ahead of you. There are always 94 people behind you. There are so many people who could be more talented, more deserving than you, have not even got this opportunity. So don't look at them. Look at the people who are behind you also. You could always feel, I'm so much better than this person who's doing better than me. But there's so many people behind me who are better than me. So enjoy your moment. You are at least doing what you love. You wanted to be an actor. You have become an actor. You've been working for such a long time. In life, if you don't have a roller coaster, if you don't have hurdles, life gets boring. You need to fall, जब आदमी साइकिल करता है, जब तक वो गिरता नहीं है तो सीखता नहीं है. वो आदमी गिर के जब उठ जाता है, तो that success is more enjoyable than if you had a absolutely just smooth thing. So you feel, you take things for granted. Now when I get, like today, we are going through this pandemic. I'll give a fantastic example to this. Today, we value some small things today. Just going out in the garden for a walk, just not wearing a mask, you feel happy. Just meeting people, you are happy. You've gone through, the life of all people in the world are going to change. They're going to be better humans today, I think. So they're going to value each other a little more. Not that they didn't do it earlier, but sometimes you take things for granted. Today, you will value everything. Today, you could be sitting in a very simple restaurant, the very fact that you're still sitting in a restaurant because you went through a phase that you were not allowed to step out of your house. So you value everything. So the same way in your career, when you've gone through the down and when you go through that high again, you value that high again. You want to grab it close to your heart, to your chest, because it's if you take it for granted, it'll go away. So you value it more. So that's what has happened with me, and that's the reason I've been very positive. I've always had a smile. I've never, there's no bitterness about it. Everything. It's a very natural thing in life. When you have such a long career, you're bound to go through ups and downs.